Hey, what's good everyone? Chris from Blu-ray Critic, and on today's update we're going to take a look at two brand new releases from Arrow Video U.S., one of which is Creepshow 2, which are a series of stories based on Stephen King books. And I really like this newly commissioned artwork, man. That looks pretty cool. Look at that. Really nicely done on that. And the second film we're going to take a look at is The Driller Killer, which is a film starring and directed by Abel Ferrara. So let's start things off with Creepshow 2, and this is a film directed by Michael Gornick, in which the original classic was directed by George A. Romero. But the cool thing is George A. Romero came back and actually wrote the screenplay for this film. And of course, this is based on the Stephen King stories. But yeah, you get three short stories here, one of which is Old Chief Woodenhead, The Raft, and also The Hitch-hiker. And my personal favorite is Old Chief Woodenhead. It's just a really great revenge horror flick. And that also features George Kennedy. So it was really cool to see him, such a fantastic actor. Love all his classic films. But yeah, you also get Tom Savini in here as the creep, so that was pretty cool. And a decent amount of special features. But yeah, man, check out that newly commissioned artwork. Absolutely love that. Really cool. But yeah, it's tons of fun, man. If you like horror films, definitely check this out. So let's take a closer look to see what's included as far as special features. So Creepshow 2 is sourced from a brand new 2K restoration from the original film elements, and of course optional English subtitles are included as well, plus a ton of special features, one of which is a audio commentary with director Michael Gornick, as well as Poncho's Last Ride, which is a brand new interview with actor Daniel Beer. Also, The Road to Dover, which is a brand new interview with actor Tom Wright. You also get a screenplay for a sequel, an interview with screenwriter George A. Romero. So that was a fun treat, man. Hear George A. Romero talk about this great film from the 80s. Also, Tales from the Creep, which is an interview with the actor and makeup artist Tom Savini. It also features an interview with the effects artist as well. Plus, my friend Rick Berger on his special effects mentor Rick Baker, plus the behind the scenes footage, image galleries, trailers and TV spots, and all that good stuff. And of course, you get the great booklet too. So this film is presented in the aspect ratio of 1.85, and this is a Region A release. And as far as picture and audio quality, I'm going to rate it a 4 out of a 5 for both picture and audio. And yeah, the image itself looks good. There's just certain scenes that are slightly soft at times. Colors look great, and grain is intact. But overall, nice looking presentation and a solid audio mix. So pretty cool artwork on the disc itself with some original artwork on the other end. Pretty cool, man. Love that artwork. And let me show you the booklet as well. But yeah, this is a film that you definitely must pick up, man. You're gonna have tons of fun with this one. And I'm a huge fan of course, Stephen King books and stories and whatnot. So yeah, this is from the old Chief at Woodenhead. Pretty cool, man. There's some artwork on the back here, the creep right there. So that is Creepshow 2. And next up, I got the thriller/horror flick, The Driller Killer, which is a film by Abel Ferrara. And love this newly commissioned artwork, man. Check that out. Pretty badass image. And it kind of reminds me of John Oates from Hall & Oates, so that's pretty funny. But definitely a bizarre film, but worth checking out. And the film is about this struggling artist in New York City. He's just having trouble trying to make ends meet, pay his rent, care for his 2 roommates. So we slowly see him go insane with a power drill late at night in the streets of New York, where he creeps up on the homeless and literally just kills them with a power drill. And there's like blood everywhere, and he just gets a great deal of satisfaction doing it too. So pretty interesting story. And yeah, this is one of the first films that Abel Ferrara directed and starred in. And he's known for all these other great films like Bad Lieutenant with Harvey Keitel, Welcome to New York, one of his latest ones with Gerald Depardieu, King of New York, and a ton of other great stuff. So let's take a closer look to see what's included for this Blu-ray release. So this film is sourced from a brand new 4K restoration from the original camera negative of the never-before-seen pre-release version and the theatrical cut. So that's pretty cool. And you can check out the film in both aspect ratios, one of which is 1.85 and also 1.37. Optional English subtitles are included, and you get an audio commentary by director and star Abel Ferrara, which is moderated by Brad Stevens. Also a feature called Lane and Abel, which is an interview with the Driller Killer, a brand new interview with Ferrara. Plus Willing and Able, Ferrerology 101, which is a new visual essay guide to the films and career of Ferrera by Alexandra Heller-Nicholas, and also Mulberry Street, Ferrera's feature-length 2010 documentary portrait of the New York location that has played a key role in his films and life work and all that good stuff, which is available on home video in the U.S. for the first time ever. Plus, you get the trailer, reversible sleeve, and also booklets. And this is a region-free release, and you get two different runtimes for this film, one of which is 101 minutes, and the second cut is 96 minutes. And as far as picture and audio quality, since this is a 4K restoration, the sharpness is maintained pretty well throughout, but you're going to get heavy grain, and I like that. It gives it that whole film-like feel to it. But yeah, just keep in mind, heavy grain, nice color saturation, and a pretty solid audio mix. But the grain is intact for both cuts of the film. So this is a 2-disc set, also includes the DVD. Nice artwork on there. Here's the DVD, plus the original artwork, which is pretty badass. Look at that. Let's take a look at the booklet. This film should be played loud, and yeah, you get the same message appear at the beginning of the film, so that's pretty cool. So some production notes to read in here, rare pictures and whatnot, and check out the back with them drilling away with the blood oozing out. So closing out this review, two awesome releases put out by Arrow Video U.S, The Driller Killer and Creepshow 2. And yeah, as far as my rating goes for the 4K restoration for The Driller Killer, I'm going to rate the image a 4.5 out of a 5, and I'm going to give the audio mix a 4 out of a 5. So yeah, thanks for taking a look, and I'll see you guys soon in my next review. Take care.